If you're thinking about buying the Wahl Balding Clipper because you want that ultra-close shave or a perfect bald fade, stick around because I'm about to reveal the real deal behind this popular clipper. But here's what surprised me. It's praised as professional precision, yet it has some hidden quirks that could totally change your grooming game. You've seen all the hype about its powerful motor and ultra-close cut, but what if I told you it might not be the foolproof balding tool you hoped for? Today, I'm diving deep into why this Wahl Balding Clipper might cause more headaches than haircuts, even when it promises smooth, effortless fades. Let's get one thing straight right now. This clipper is designed for pros but marketed to anyone aiming for that clean, bald look at home. Whether you're a barber or just a guy keeping it tidy, the idea of a clipper with a V5000 electromagnetic motor cutting twice as fast as pivot motors sounds irresistible. But there's more beneath the surface, so if you want to avoid issues like uneven cuts, blade overheating, or noisy motors, you need to hear this. Stick with me because I'll give you solutions, some laughs, and the full scoop on whether this $79.99 investment is really worth it or just hype. So who is this clipper really for? It's marketed as a professional-grade tool for close cutting and balding, perfect if you're obsessed with that precise almost skin cut or bald fade style. But if you're a beginner or even an intermediate user hoping for smooth results without fuss, you're in for a ride. Now here's a quick question before we dive deeper. Have you ever used a clipper that promised fireworks but ended up more of a damp sparkler? Keep that in mind because Wahl's Balding Clipper might feel that way after extended use. Alright, let's talk design and motor. Wahl's V5000 electromagnetic motor is the heart of this clipper, famous for cutting at twice the speed of regular pivot motors. That means faster cuts and less tugging, or so you'd think. The electromagnetic setup doesn't use a lot of moving parts. Instead, it delivers a super consistent blade movement designed for precision. But the powerhouse motor also introduces more noise and heat, especially if you're trimming larger areas or doing heavy-duty work. Imagine power tools on a miniaturized scale. That's this clipper. Its durable construction, high-quality materials, and included accessories like two cutting guides, 116 and 316, styling comb, barber comb, oil, cleaning brush, and a red blade guard make it feel like a complete barber's kit in a box. That's great value, until you realize that some users complain about the guards being fiddly or the blades dulling quicker than expected. And here's where the story turns juicy. The ultra-close cut, one of the clipper's biggest selling points, can sometimes backfire, leaving patchy or uneven spots if you're not super careful or experienced. It's like getting a buzz cut with a lawnmower. You want close, but getting it too close with the wrong technique or tool can cause problems. Now, before you call me a party pooper, let's have a laugh. If the Wahl Balding Clipper had a dating profile, it would say, fast motor but gets hot under pressure. Or how about this? Why did the clipper go to therapy? Because it felt restless chopping all day. But in all seriousness, managing that heat is crucial because no one wants a clipper that burns their scalp or shuts down mid-cut. Some users have reported that after 20 minutes of non-stop buzzing, the clipper starts to heat up noticeably, kind of like your microwave when you forget the popcorn inside. So, is the Wahl Balding Clipper perfect? Not exactly, but it hits a sweet spot for many. If you're looking for a super close shave and can handle a learning curve, it's a solid $79.99 investment that lasts with proper maintenance. But if you're expecting a miracle machine without some technical quirks, you might want to reconsider or at least learn how to manage those issues up front. Here's a twist. With a bit of patience and care, like regular oiling and cleaning, you can keep those blades sharp and reduce heating problems significantly. Wahl's cleaning brush and blade oil included in the kit help ensure peak performance if you're diligent about upkeep. Now, here's something you might not have heard. This clipper works best when paired with the right technique. That means short, careful strokes rather than charging full speed like you're rushing a haircut challenge. Treat it gently, and it rewards you with an impressively close bald fade. Treat it like a wild bull, and you'll get snags, frustration, and possibly a burnt scalp. To those who ask if it's noisy, yes, it's louder than many other clippers because of that electromagnetic motor hustle, so consider using it in a bathroom or a spot where volume won't annoy the house. Fun fact: you could probably wake up the neighbors with this clipper, but hey, a fresh fade might just be worth the noise complaint. Rehook time. If you want perfect bald fades without overpaying or buying clippers that die after a few uses, this Wahl might be your best bet with some caveats. Not all users love the sound or heat buildup, but its precision and speed are genuinely impressive if you give it time. And don't worry, I'm about to share a few insider tips on how to optimize your experience after this. Here's a little story about my buddy who tried this clipper on his first DIY bald fade. He was excited, plugged it in, grabbed the 116 guide and went for it. What happened next? Halfway through, the clipper started heating up so much he had to take breaks every 5 minutes. By the end, the cut was close but uneven and frustration kicked in. The good news: with a little practice and regular maintenance, the results improved dramatically, and he swears by it now. This shows you that, yes, it's beginner accessible but not exactly foolproof right out of the box. If you're wondering about price, $79.99 might feel steep compared to some budget clippers, but remember you're getting professional-grade tech with extra accessories. The two included cutting guides are perfect if you switch between just bald fades and slightly longer trims. Plus, the extra barber comb and oil are thoughtful additions that many competitors leave out unless you buy separate kits. This adds value, especially if you're starting your grooming journey or setting up a home barber station. Now for the technical pros and cons, let's break it down quickly. Pros: super powerful and fast motor, ultra-close cutting capability, robust build, and a complete kit with all essential accessories. Cons: tends to heat up with extended use, somewhat noisy operation, blades may dull faster if not maintained, and the included guards can be a little tricky for beginners. The customer rating on Amazon stands solid at 4.4 stars, which is generally positive, but the critical reviews mostly mention the heat and noise issues. Have you ever experienced a clipper that felt like it was working against you? That friction, some burn and noise like a jet takeoff. This Wahl is similar but manageable once you know what's coming. Here's a joke to lighten things up. Why don't barbers ever get into fights? Because they just cut it out. Okay, back on track. For those of you serious about getting the best out of this Wahl Balding Clipper, here are a few quick tips to maximize your experience. Always clean and oil your blades before and after every use to keep them sharp and cool. Take breaks if you notice excessive heat buildup. Use the proper guide combs included for your desired hair length. And practice steady, confident strokes rather than rushing. This transforms the clipper from a slightly annoying tool to a precise shaving machine that'll save you hundreds of dollars at the barber. One last rehook before we wrap up. If you want a clipper that handles professional-grade bald fades, this Wahl Balding Clipper delivers what it promises with minor trade-offs, but significant benefits if cared for properly. It's not magic, but it's definitely a powerhouse at this price point. To sum it all up, the Wahl Balding Clipper is a professional-quality balding tool with a powerful V5000 electromagnetic motor that offers ultra-close cuts and full-head balding precision. Its durable design and included accessories make it a great value, especially with the 4.4-star rating from thousands of users. But beware, it gets noisy, heats up if you push it too hard, and requires maintenance to keep the blades sharp and cool. If you're willing to invest a little time in care and technique, you'll end up with a smooth bald fade that looks and feels professional. So should you buy it or not? If you want the best ultra-close cut without going to a barber, and you don't mind giving the clipper some love and patience, The Wahl Balding Clipper is absolutely worth that $79.99 price tag. But if you want a quieter or cooler running toy right out of the box with zero fuss, you might want to explore other options, or at least go in eyes wide open. And hey, if you'd like to grab the Wahl Balding Clipper at the best price with a trusted seller, check the Amazon link in the description below. Treat your scalp right and save some cash. Because a bad haircut might be your worst hairstyle, but a bad clipper can turn a good day into a bad hair day. Remember, the Wahl Balding Clipper isn't perfect, but it's a strong contender that can transform your grooming routine if you treat it well. And if it had a motto, it'd probably say, cut close, cut fast, but don't get burned. Thanks for watching and happy grooming out there.